Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Multiverse of Movies. I'm of course your host Isaac, and we are testing a new thing. So I've actually not streamed in OBS for a long time, and I hope things are good. I'm checking on my phone. Am I watching this live? I don't know. Okay, so I think I should be good now. I think I should be good. Uh, but anyways, I'm gonna try streaming today on OBS. I've not streamed here in like over a year. I remember back then it wasn't even on OBS specifically. It was on a thing called Stream Elements OBS. So I'm gonna test it out, see if it's good because essentially what happened was sorry if I'm looking at it right now. I want to make sure everything's good. But essentially my StreamYard expired. My StreamYard expired. It is a lot of money. Um, it is a lot of money, so I had to cancel my whole StreamYard. And so now I was like, hey, you know what? I don't really need StreamYard. It's not like I usually have people on my panels or anything. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna do it here on OBS. But anyways, let me read some of the chat. Vortex is in the chat. What's up, Vortex? Sideways 52. What's up, Sideways 52? Uh, and then we got Alex Vlogs. Yo, what's up, Alex? How you doing, man? Wait, do you upload videos now? Cause from the name, it looks like now you do upload. So that's a big W right there. Daniel's Hot Topic said, "I just saw Shazam: Fury of the Gods and it was okay." I disagree with that. I mean, I love Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Oh, I gotta remove this text right here. Yeah, so I ended up loving Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I thought it was a solid movie. We'll talk a little more about that. I do have an entire non-spoiler review, so if some of y'all want to hear my in-depth thoughts, I initially wasn't gonna go watch. I initially wasn't gonna go watch Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I'm not even joking. And anyone who's talking to me, privately, anyone talking to me privately knew I had no motivation for Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Even though I love the first film, I had no motivation. I had somebody pay for my ticket, and yeah, I ended up watching it at a Cinemark. It was the first time I had gone to a Cinemark in over 3 years, and I gotta say, while Cinemark is not my favorite theater, I gotta say the decor, the halls and everything. It's some of the best decorations I've had. It feels very cinematic. It does. And I went to watch Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Now, surprisingly, I was expecting my theater to be empty because I this is the earliest I've ever gone to a movie, but my screening was for 9:20 a.m. at a Cinemark. Okay? And I assumed there was going to be nobody. Even when I got my tickets, there was like two other people. Like, it just showed you that there's two other people, two other seats that were already booked. And so going into this movie, uh, I had very little anticipation. I went to the theater. It was at 9:20 a.m. And surprisingly, when I got I usually get the very very middle, like the specific middle, and I can always remember the number from the top of my head. It's always like F6, F7. It's usually those numbers that I usually get. The F row. That's my row. That's my kingdom, boys. And I sat down, and I had gone like 20 minutes before 9:20, so it was like 9 when I had gone there. Also, y'all smash the like button. Thank you guys for being here. So I go there. Um, and then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes before the movie's supposed to start, all of a sudden, 5 minutes before, that I saw a lot of people walking in. Like, not it wasn't full per se, but it was more than I had expected. At 9:20 a.m., I saw quite a few people. Now it was actually a lot of families. I saw like a couple. I think I saw one couple, but it was like it was one family that had four kids, and then there was another family that had one kid, and it was like more than I had expected because Shazam, we've known for a while that Shazam's not going to do well. But anyways, let me read some of the chat. I also have a poll on: do you guys think Zachary Levi should stay as Shazam? You guys let me know comment in the chat right now. Uh, but let me see some of the chat real quick. Although I think I gotta move my phone a little closer because it's kind of little from here. Let's see. Alex Vlog says yes. I'm starting a channel. Still a little secret, but it'll be coming soon. That is awesome, dude. I hope you do. I hope. I wish you the best of luck on YouTube. I always tell people when you start YouTube, I think it's a fun experience. I feel like on YouTube. I've met a lot of amazing people. I've met a lot of great people. I feel like I've kind of been more into the fandoms that I've been in, and even if it's not like movie talk, it can be any type of content you want. I just feel like it's fun being able to create something that's yours and it's out in the world. I feel like they're mini movies. Even though this isn't like edited like a movie, it still feels like a little project that I've made that I can just put to the world and the world receives it the way it wants to, you know? And I feel like it's nice, you know? So that's awesome. Arkham Unlimited. What's up, Arkham? To be honest, I don't think Zachary Levi would be in the DC universe because of the Flash is a soft reboot and the kids' actors are getting older. I feel like the best option is to reboot the character. I disagree with that, but I do think that is what's going to happen. Vortex says Arkham. Carter Blake. What's up, Carter Blake? He says, who should be the main villain of Superman Legacy? I'm not sure exactly. Oh, crap. I have a super chat. Oh, man. Sorry. I just opened stream OBS, so I don't have a clip, but it is from Jalil Mutaki. He says, "Hope you are doing well, brother." Thank you, Jalil. Sorry if I can't put a clip, but your super chats are very appreciated. Everyone, W to Jalil. Thank you for that, man. That means a lot. But I do not. I used to have the Polka Dot Man clip. I'm gonna try adding that further down the line because this is my first OBS stream in so long. But anyways, thank you, Jalil, man. That means a lot. W to him, man. But let's see. Shazam brought her back. Oh, wait, let's see. Oh, don't spoil Shazam, please. I'm not gonna read Daniel's comment. I apologize for that. It's just I don't know how many people are still not trying to get spoiled. I don't like that's the number one thing I try not to do on this channel is not spoil something for someone. I don't want to be the guy that ruins a movie for someone. So I apologize for that. Let's see. W donation. I just started posting short on my YouTube channel. That is awesome, dude. I'm glad that you're uploading. And honestly, I recommend even if you're not even making your own content, like let's say you're just getting like clips or whatever, I think it's still cool to upload. Although as long as you're not uploading full on videos of somebody else or full on like movie clips. Like if it's like a 10-second funny clip, I'm fine with that. Let's see. Arkham Unlimited says, I also saw Shazam 2, 9 out of 10. That's awesome. Yeah, I know Arkham was like one of the first reviews I read on Discord. I knew he was very hyped up for it. Let's see, stream lagging. Should I delete Daniel's comments so people don't read it? No, that's all right. I don't think people are going to scroll up. And this is no disrespect. It's just that I didn't want people getting spoiled. But let me push my hair back. Let's see. Let me make a bun. My hair's long now, but yeah. All right. For spoilers at least. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I hope the rumors are right. I heard that Pussy Masked Man and Warstu said that David Zaslav already has no faith in James Gunn's DC universe, and he's thinking about Gunn's going back to DCU. I can only hope. I mean, don't follow Warstu. Like no, just I've talked to Warstu actually takes personal offense to anyone criticizing. So I'll tell you a funny story. One time I made a video saying, "Hey, be careful of people who like do scoops in general," and I had brought up Warstu, and Warstu took it so personal that he went on my Twitter and messaged me and literally was like telling me I'm not a scooper. I'm not like he went on full paragraph so much so to where I didn't even read it all when he messaged me. You know. But yeah, let's see. Sorry about that, Isaac. I assumed this was spoiler show. No, it's all right. And even then, I don't think people are gonna get mad because I feel like a lot of people aren't really gonna go watch it. But anyways, Superwise says half of me would like a reboot with the younger Billy, and the other half likes what we got here and is worth throwing it out. Is Gunn gonna throw it out at mid's box office? I really don't know. I'm curious as I will say this though. I think whatever decision that they had was already like it was already clarified beforehand. Like I think before going into this film, I think Gunn had an idea of whether or not he was going to keep Zachary Levi and David F. Sandberg. I think that was always in place. But I will say that I'll say this. I think I say this right now. After this movie, I still do not want Zachary Levi gone. I think he's been. I mean, I'm fine with David F. Sandberg because I do think there's people who can still do the Shazam flicks. You know, I think there's other great filmmakers, but I'll admit, I think, yeah, the actors grew up, but like, I feel like that's something neat you could do, similar to with Harry Potter. You can have the kids grow up, and then the older they get, you kind of follow along their journey of them growing up. I think that was cool, but I do wonder. I do genuinely wonder. Uh, if I mean it just sounds like it is because you look at Zachary Levi's rant that he did on Instagram live not long ago. You look at that rant. You look at David F. Sandberg's tweets today. It just doesn't seem like Shazam saying, and not only that, but the box office didn't do it any favors. It actually, let me actually see if I can find it. Oh crap! I didn't even realize I had YouTube going on. What the heck? Oh, that's probably why I'm lagging because I had it was almost like I was streaming twice because I had the whole YouTube server on. It's only the second movie, bro. I hate this argument. I hate when people are like, it's only the second movie. I can get certain things like maybe Superman's death in the second movie is too much or something like that, but like two movies is a large amount of time of getting to know a character. You know, not only that, but like no matter if you reboot or whatever, Billy's gonna grow up. All the cast are gonna grow up. It's quite literally impossible to have this. But let me see. Let me see if I can find Shazam uh, box office. Let's see if I can find it. Give me a second. Oh crap! This is I forgot to put Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Let's see. Box Office Mojo. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, it didn't do well. Apparently, it made less than Morbius. I don't remember Morbius's numbers. I think worldwide it made like 100. Okay, here I have it on the computer. All right. So let me put it on full screen. All right. So Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Domestically, it made 30 million. Internationally, it made 34 million, but worldwide, 64 million. That's not good. That's not good, man. Superwise says, I would genuinely be interested if they do keep the Shazam for the new DC universe. It's just a matter of how you would handle a soon-to-be adult Billy. I really like Asher Angel in his role, but I just do know. I mean, look, to me, I think the cast is so perfect that I don't want them to go, man. I'm being completely honest. I don't want them to go. Um, Arkham says, but would you think they would have to recast the kid actor Billy because the actors are getting older? You either have to recast them or it's just not going to look right. I mean, I don't know. I still disagree in the whole notion that you have to recast just because they're young. Or maybe not young, that they're growing up. Because I feel like no matter what actors you have, they're going to grow up. I will say, if I mean, if because Zachary Levi is a solid 40 years old, right? 40. So you could still do Billy in his 20s and have him look like Ash Angel. You still have a long time to keep that. And I think people would be fine with that. I think I'm fine. I'm completely fine with that. Uh, James Gunn should bring in Sideways, a very obscure DC character from DC New Age Heroes in 2018 that only had 13 issues. That's not good at all. Yeah, I mean, this isn't good. This isn't good. I think there's multiple factors to it. I already see a lot of people saying the reason why this is failing is because people don't want to see James Gunn's DC universe. No, I do think there's a couple reasons why this film flopped. The reason, number one, is Shazam's not a big IP. From the get-go, Shazam's not a big name. He is not a Batman. He is not a Superman. He is not one of these like top tier like characters. Like he's not somebody that people are just gonna go see opening weekend. Shazam's not that popular. Even the first film made only I think 300 something ish million in the box office. Made a little less than Black Adam, I believe. And even that film, even though it was loved by a lot of the people that saw it, it didn't do well. And this film, I think, suffered from that. I think another thing it suffered from was, and like I said in my review, no matter what the trailers did, I don't think it was going to get people in the seats because we live in a time where there's a lot of superhero movies. And I think, unfortunately, for the superhero genre right now, if you're not doing something so unique and so different, you're probably not gonna get much. Yo, what's up, Ray? How you doing, man? It's been a while since I've seen you in the chat, but um, and I think that was another issue. I think realistically that was one of the another issues, uh, going into this film, right? because the trailers didn't have any. Because nowadays, when you look at the comic book movies that are doing well, either it's a Marvel movie that has like something major, like multiverse, or maybe something different, or they're hyping up the return of a character, like the Flash movie. Look at the trailer for the Flash movie. What do they keep promoting? Michael Keaton's Batman coming back. Oh my, Zod's coming back, right? And you're seeing that with the current comic book genre. I mean, No Way Home's promotion was, hey, the villains are back, but maybe Toby and Andrew coming back. Shh. That's kind of how it was. And Shazam didn't have that advantage. I think Shazam just, unless maybe, just maybe you had like Christian Bale's Batman, but like even that, I mean, that would definitely get butts in the seats for sure. But yeah, what's up, George? How you doing? Hashtag Isaac Nation. Spam that in chat. Also, for y'all that are showing up, please smash that like button. It means a lot. This is the first time I've streamed in so long, actually. I think it's been like a month at this point. Or not a month, or like a normal stream. Recently, I've been doing a lot of Grand Theft Auto streams. I do want to start going back to doing these normal streams. I want to do them at least once a week, something like that. But yeah, I think that was part of the reason. I just think part of the reason was that it didn't have much to market. It was depending on you to want to. It was depending on you to have already liked Shazam. It was depending on you to hope that you want to see superhero movies. And unfortunately, right now, that's just not the gimmick that the most people want to see. And also, I don't think this is a major part of it, but I think part of it was people when they go to see superhero movies nowadays want to see, what is it, a bigger part of a universe? Is it, with Marvel films, there'll be people who aren't interested in something like Quantumania, but they'll go watch it because it is a part of the superhero universe that's in Marvel. And with Shazam, I think there's two things going into it. Number one, it wasn't really promoting itself as part of a DC universe. Even the first film didn't really get that advantage. It was just kind of like, oh, this is a DC character. Let's just hope you're into it. And then at the last second, they were like, hey, look, we have Wonder Woman in here. So if you like Wonder Woman, you can like it, which I like the Wonder Woman cameo. I actually really like seeing her in the film. And I remember it was actually, I'm not going to spoil the scene, but it's funny because when Wonder Woman shows up, so the scores are very different. So it's the Shazam family. They're all together. And I won't say what they're doing in the scene, but there's like a score. It's like a it was kind of like it was kind of like a soft score. But then all of a sudden, you see Wonder Woman's legs, and all of a sudden you're hearing like loud rock and roll music, and I thought that was funny. But no, I think that is the reason why Shazam didn't do well. It didn't have cameos. It didn't have something unique. I think, and I love Shazam. I say this: Shazam: Fury of the Gods was a movie I love, and I cannot wait till this movie comes out on streaming so that I can rewatch it over and over again. Though I think it's better than the first one, I'll say it's the same level. I still think that in my mind. I think there's some benefits from this film over the last film, right? There's some things I prefer, but there's also things I don't prefer as much as the first one. I think they both are unique in their own way. I like them. Uh, and I don't think them, and I think a lot of people are liking the movie, although the critic scores were a lot less lower than I expected. So I'll say that. But no, Vortex. What I'm saying is that when the scene plays out, it sounds so loud that it catches you off guard when the song plays, like because they're playing like this normal score, like and then all of a sudden loudly you hear, and it's like funny because I was thinking about that when I left the theater. I was like, God dang, like what the heck, like it's like they just quickly change. I wonder what it was like editing that scene too. That was funny. But no, I love Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I think Shazam: Fury of the Gods was a great film. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's a family movie. And I'm gonna say this right now. I want Shazam to be family friendly. To me, Shazam is the definition of a movie that you should be able to take your kids at. Not every movie has to be this R-rated Blade or Deadpool kind of movie. Some movies can just be family friendly. Yo, what's up, Axel? Yo, what's up, Axel? He says he's excited for Mobius 5, the Morbius cinematic universe. All right, let me get back to the normal screen I was at. But no, I think there's many reasons why Shazam: Fury of the Gods flopped, and I think if I'm to predict the major reason, it's the one I was talking about. The whole people just weren't as interested because it didn't have anything different to promote. It wasn't like Toby Maguire, or it wasn't like, oh, this is a horror movie, or this is part of the larger universe. I saw some people saying that the reason why it flopped was because Gunn announced a reboot. I think that is part of it, but that is a very small part, because I think if that was the case, then why did Black Adam flop? Black Adam flopped similar for why Shazam flopped. Both of them didn't really market something major. I will say this though, I I think I love Black Adam. I had a lot of fun with Black Adam. I'll say I prefer both Shazam movies over Black Adam. I'll say that, and that's not a dig at Black Adam, because I still love Black Adam. I had a lot of fun with it. Um, it does annoy me that Dwayne Johnson didn't want to make a post, or not post, a scene or cameo for this movie. That still gets me. Like, I love Dwayne Johnson. I think he was great. I think he was great as Black Adam, at least his version of Black Adam. But I don't know. That just it annoys me how he's like, this movie was made for the fans. It's like, did he forget that Black Adam is a Shazam villain first and foremost, right? I'm not saying you can't do a Black Adam movie without Shazam. I'm fine with the movie itself. I'm just saying, why throw that away? Especially when this was the first time we're getting Shazam and Black Adam in the big screen. But anyways, Blade Trinity CGI or Quantumania CGI. I don't really think much about CGI. Like, that's something about me. I've never cared much about CGI, because to me, at the end of the day, I know it's fake, and I always appreciate what the VFX people are able to do. Um, Wait, let me see if I can pop up something, because there's actually another conversation I wanted to talk about. Uh, let's see if I can find it. There was something that happened today that I didn't get to make a video on. Okay, there, I found it already. All right. Well, we'll get into it a little bit, but yeah, no, I think I love Black Adam. I love the Shazam movies. I had fun with both of them. Um, I think also part of the reason why I think Shazam's also not going to be a part of the DC reboot is part of his Black Adam's not going to be there, and I think Gunn doesn't want to alienate the audiences by being like, hey, this Black Adam is not part of our universe, but we're gonna expect you to see Shazam. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But anyways, there's also another thing I wanted to talk about. This one's off guard, because I didn't know about this until a couple of hours before streaming this. But let me see if I can pop it up. Is it on screen? Yeah. Variety puts out Marvel Studios veteran Victoria Alonso exits Marvel Studios. And yeah, that's her right there. That's on the premiere, the red carpet of Thor: Love and Thunder. Right. Also, we got 17 people in the chat. Y'all smash the like button. It would help. It would help a lot. This is the first time doing an OBS stream. Um, why am I getting notifications for YouTube right now? You know what's funny? I don't have YouTube notifications on my phone, but I have them on my laptop. And I think sometimes if you've seen me do videos, you'll see like pop-ups like right here. Like if Chris is streaming or if somebody else is streaming, it'll like pop up here in the right corner. Also, we have 18 votes. The question is, should Zachary Levi's Shazam still be in Gunn's DC universe? 72% say yes. 28% say no. So that's interesting. Sideways 52 says hashtag Save King. Yes, sir. Um, Vortex says wrong. Flash is real. I saw him on TV. Vortex says King Dynasty and Secret Wars can be worse MCU movies, but people would praise it for the cameos and because it's an Avengers movie. Just my 2 cents. And I'll say this right now: it doesn't matter, right? I always say when people say you have to like or not like a movie because I said so. I think if people like cameos, then they like cameos. That's all right. I'll never take away someone's joy. And I've had people tell me, oh, No Way Home, you only like No Way Home because of the cameos. Okay, sure, you can think that. I liked it for more than that reason, but hey, I love the cameos, so I'm not even going to argue with you with that. And I think people should be able to like whatever they like. If you like it only for cameos, that's cool. That's up to you, right? I don't believe in telling people what they can and can't like. And me personally, I love No Way Home. And if Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars are good, then I'm going to tell you it's good. I'm not going to lie to myself nor lie to anyone else on whether or not if I like a movie or not. But anyways, Patrick, yo, what's up, Patrick? He says, hi, Isaac. Love Shazam, Fear of the Gods. Love both films. I don't hear why. So serious. Yeah, I love both Shazam movies. I love them. I will say this. I've yet to, from the people that I talk to on YouTube or like Discord or anything, I've yet to hear any of them criticize Fury of the Gods. Like whether talking Arkham, a few of the people in Discord or others, I've yet to see a bad review, at least from people I know that have seen the film. I have seen some bad reviews on like YouTube videos and on Rotten Tomatoes and that, but I will have to wait and see and find out. Let's see. Let me read some of the chat. Monkey Jeebus, what's up? Marvel can be good again. Hey, I still like the current Marvel movies, but I will say this though. I think the Disney Plus shows is definitely what they need improvement on, because right now the MCU shows have such a low bar for me. Like, it's crazy to think that. But yeah. Um, let's see. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I find it sad that Black Adam and Shazam failed first. I blame audience because the audience did not come to watch these movies while they go see Joker, and Joker makes over 1 billion. Okay, but like when you say blame, are you saying that in a bad or good way? Because it is true. Audiences determine whether a film does well in the box office. If Batman vs Superman made, I think, almost 900 million, or did it make? I don't remember. And it's like, and that's because those people want to go watch it. And at the end of the day, I can't blame somebody for not going to watch Shazam because they don't know the character. But with Joker, they do know the character, right? And again, this is paying customers. Going to the movies is not easy. I mean, depending on who you are, because you still have to pay for the gas money going there. And if you don't have a car, you need to pay for an Uber or a train or whatever. And then paying for the ticket itself. You can't tell people you got to go watch this movie because I tell you to, okay? And I think I don't like when people blame audiences, okay? What we should blame is marketing and being better movies, right? That's how I see it. But anyways, MSGT, what's up, MSGT? By the way, I want to say this, MSGT, he is probably one of the best when it comes to detailing paragraphs on YouTube. Like, the dude will send me like a paragraph and it's so detailed and so well typed that I honestly give him a lot of credit. Like, and I love this dude, man. Shout out to MSGT. It's always good to see you in the chat and in the comment sections, because I always feel like I always, my favorite part about YouTube is seeing comments. You know, I don't care about the views, I don't care about the likes, but I do care about the comments, because I feel like with comments, you're interacting with people, you're meeting new people, and I appreciate that a lot. So thank you, man. Anthony Belcher, what's up, Anthony Belcher? I just want to clarify, New York is not real. Monkey Jiva says Gotham Knights is trash. Are we talking about the show or the game? Because either way, I've not seen or played it either. I have no interest in Gotham Knights. Vortex says, I'm sorry, Isaac, but I honestly don't trust cameo movies at all anymore, and I also don't trust Jeff Loveness at all, too. Even if my life depended, I'd rather die for him to save me. Okay. I mean, look, that's up to you. I'm not trying to take away someone's right to think what they think. What I just don't like is when people tell others, oh, you can't like this movie because this movie has cameos, and cameos are just lazy fanfare. Okay, cool. I like that. You don't have to like it, but I like it. So, yeah. But you thinking that's all right, man. That's all right. Let's see. Sadish Kumar says, I've total less respect for, he's still me, right? Look, I'm going to say this right now. I'm just going to address this real quick. I do not want to talk about the masked man. I don't want to talk about him. If you want to talk to him about me privately, that's all right. But publicly, I will not be addressing many more. That's just how I think about it. But anyways, Jeffrey Miller, what's up, Jeffrey Miller? He says, yeah, the shows have been, and by the way, I do want to say this, respect to you, Sadish, for bringing this up. I know that guy has been involved with this channel for a long time. I just don't want to bring it here. All right. You know, that's just not how we roll here. All right. Okay. Anyways, Jeffrey Miller says, yeah, the shows have been a fail. I mean, look, there's been things I've loved. I loved WandaVision. You guys, that was one of my first ever bit of YouTube notoriety. I won't say fame, but my first bit of like almost like a hit where like I got something that clicked for people was my WandaVision videos and streams. That was the first time on YouTube that I was starting to get decently known. And I loved WandaVision. That's how much I loved it. I was talking about it every day, being like, oh, I love WandaVision. I'm excited for the next episode. And I loved WandaVision. All right. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier came out, and I actually rewatched Falcon and Winter Soldier a couple of months ago, or not a couple. It's really just a month ago. I rewatched it because I was like, hey, I haven't seen it in over a year ago. Uh, so I was like, hey, let me test it out. Let's see what I've missed. I really liked it. I looked back at it and I actually really ended up liking it again. Although I will say the finale is kind of boring. I won't lie to you. I will say this though: the John Walker killing that one guy was probably one of the coolest scenes in the MCU. I liked Loki for most of it. I think Loki was cool, except I just think two of the episodes were way too fillerish. Um, but the rest of them, Moon Knight really disappointed me. And Moon Knight was my most anticipated one of all of them because Moon Knight was always that one character that was always like, hey, why does he not have his own show? Why does he not have his own movie? Although I never thought show because at the time Marvel didn't really have shows. But anyways, and then Moon Knight disappointed me. I liked it, but it disappointed me. She-Hulk was another bit of a. I mean, it didn't really disappoint me because I wasn't even excited for it, but I was still like, man, I feel like it could have been better. What If was another disappointment. I just think the shows need to vastly improve. And Miss Marvel, though, I'll say that I loved Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel to me was the best Marvel project of 2022. To me personally, I loved Miss Marvel, and I love Kamala Khan, and I cannot wait to see her again in the Marvels. I just love seeing Kamala Khan. Okay, she was cool, and I like that. But the rest of the Disney Plus shows really need to improve. Right? Let's see. Is Antonio the racist? Ooh. Damn, Antonio Stark. Oh, I didn't see you change your name. That's cool, man. Um, Average 2 and Jetix XD Enjoyer 2002. What's up, man? That's a funny name. Well, it's a good thing I gave up on both the DCU and MCU to see the Mario movie, Spider-Verse 2, Rise of the Beast, and Mutant Mayhem. No offense. So, hey, that's all right, man. That's up to you. You get to decide whether or not you like a movie or not. I'm not here to tell people what they have to think. But yeah. Let's see. W. Isaac. Thank you, George. Um, Daniel says, I'm not blaming the audience. I just don't get it. It's because it's so simple. Going to a movie only costs $10 at your local Galaxy Theater on full price night. Everyone can afford $10. Yeah, but that's looking at the basics. First of all, you also have to, because I could easily be like, does anyone want to buy this tissue, this little tissue? I could easily be like, it's only $10. I bet you guys have $10. Sure, but it's also your investment. Do you want to go see it? If the trailers for a movie didn't really get you to like the trailers, and the movie doesn't look interesting, then why are you going to spend it? Same thing with this tissue. Sure, you have the $10, but why are you going to spend $10 on this? Another thing, it's also time, right? A lot of people have kids. They're going to have to get babysitters, right? Or it's multiple things, but time. People may work long hours, and sometimes they just want to go home and rest up. Or some people need to spend time with their family, right? And also, money wise, you have to remember that not everyone has a car. Not everyone can walk to a theater. Some people will have to Uber. Some people will have to ride a train or whatever, right? And not in the sus way, but I'm just kidding. But not everyone has the money, and that doesn't mean you have to pay the money. But anyways, the marketing let Shazam 2 down. It was barely existent. That is true, but I also think that even if they did, there wasn't much to market, right? Axel says you buy it. All right, Axel, this napkin right here is all yours for $10. Yes, $10 right here, guys. You know what? Because of that, I'll give you this cyborg blaster that I have. I actually have my cyborg figure up there. You know what's funny? I've never even tried to like change it. I just thought that the hands are better, but I always had this blaster right here. So I actually have a couple of the McFarlane like accessories. Like this is supposed to be Superman's hand, I think. Yeah, this is the black suit Superman's hand. And I also got this batarang from the Affleck suit. So yeah, I have a lot of those. For some reason, just lying around here. Do I have anything else? No. Yeah, I think that's it that I have. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Let's see. The actors are great. The plot, the writing, scripts need so much improvement. That is true because I think Oscar Isaac was a amazing choice. I think it was an amazing choice. But yeah, Anthony says there was a lot of good movies in March that the general audience was going to see. A lot of them, probably Shazam was not one of them. That is also true. I think another reason that I forgot to bring up is there's so many movies. You had Cocaine Bear. You had Creed 3. What else John Wick's coming out? Dungeons and Dragons is coming out. You're about to get the Mario movie. Like, there's so much competition right now that I think Shazam, even if Shazam was like the greatest comic book film of all time, I just think it would have had so many movies around it. But yeah, it is what it is. Um, oh, Werewolf by Night. I also like Werewolf by Night. I was surprised how much I liked Werewolf by Night because I had actually never read the comic itself, but yeah. Let's see. I'm Elon Musk, and I would love to invest in that tissue since it's one of a kind. It would be a collector's item, making it a high demand. High demand equals high value equals price goes up. I would sell it for high price. Price to collector and become rich. That's how you invest in tissue. That is true right there. That is a money man right there. This tissue right here. Uh, yeah, it's all yours for $10. And there's gonna be a bidding war between Vortex and Axel right here. So if anyone has more than $10, this is all yours. I'm just kidding. George asks, "Are you seeing John Wick Chapter 4 this weekend?" Yeah, yeah. I have my tickets for John Wick already. I'm excited. I love the John Wick movies. I think the first John Wick is still, it is my favorite core action film, right? And I love John Wick. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. Um, I see Mario. I am watching Mario movie. I am watching that. I believe I watched it on the Wednesday it comes out. So there's that. Jeffrey Miller says I haven't seen Shazam and I usually watch comic book movies. I will tell you guys this something, and I don't think I've told this to anyone right now, but I noticed this a while back. But this is the first time that I didn't go watch a DC movie opening a DC live action. Let me clarify: a live action DC movie on the first Thursday or first day that it comes out since The Dark Knight Rises. And I watched The Dark Knight Rises on the first Sunday. Also, this phone's needs to charge. All right, sorry guys, I gotta switch out the phones. But yeah, and I noticed that because when Man of Steel came out, I remember I went the first Friday it came out, or at least the stat I'll use is before the weekend. That's the stat that I'll go with. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I gotta. All right. I mean, now this time it'll be bigger. Um. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good. I'm good. Um. Okay. What was I saying? But yeah, it was the first time because I saw Man of Steel opening day. I saw Batman vs Superman opening day. What else? I mean, I also saw the first Suicide Squad, every DC movie, and Shazam was the first time because I watched it on a Saturday at 9 a.m. And I remember I didn't realize that until I was in the theater. I'm like, oh crap, it's been that long, you know. But anyways, more billion. Daniel says, I really hope that the Flash does not erase the DCU. I hope, as Ezra Miller said in an interview in 2020, that the Flash will just be sparkling a parallel universe carrying a parallel DC. Well, you have to remember that 2020 was such a different year for DC. You have to remember in 2020, there was a completely different regime, right? You have to remember that. So that's probably not going to happen. Also, I just want this movie to be good, and if it reboots what it's got to reboot, then it is what it is. But anyways, let me go finally to what I was saying. But anyways, y'all smash the like. We got 12 likes. Y'all smash the like button. I do want to thank you. I do also want to say this though. I do want to start doing Friday streams. Every Friday around this time, I want to start doing streams, right? Um, I do want to start doing streams once a week because I feel like I gotta interact more with y'all. So be on the lookout for that. But anyways, BVS man, Antonio, this is New 52 Antonio. If you look in the chat, Antonio's is the biggest New 52 fan out there. Right, but anyways, am I in? Okay, Marvel Studios veteran producer Victoria Alonso exits. Right, Walter Hamada, your favorite? Yes, sir. Walter Hamada is my father, actually. I'm just kidding. Marvel Studios executive Victoria Alonso has exited the studio. Variety has confirmed. She joined Marvel Studios in 2006 as executive vice president of visual effects and post production, serving as we don't need to know this. Okay, so all you have to know is Victoria Alonso is a major part of Marvel in the success that Marvel has had. But at the same time, though, right? I'm glad women are getting removed from Marvel, right? Because I'm sexist. I'm just. By the way, I'm just kidding. I just thought that'd be funny. Axel's a New 52 fan too. Yes, sir. Hey, me too. Unironically, like I actually do like the New 52. Um, let's see. Okay. So to kind of sum her up, in 2015, Alonso was promoted to vice president of production, and in 2021, she was up to president of physical post production, VFX, and animation at Marvel Studios in her role She oversaw all of Marvel's post-production, including its visual effects works, which has come under repeated and vociferous criticism by visual effects professional. Woke, am I right, guys? MCU woke. I got him. I'm just kidding, by the way. Um, most recently, the effects in last month's Quantumania came under fire, and reviews for the film were notably more negative than previous Marvel movies. The third installment of the Ant-Man franchise had its largest opening weekend, $105 million, but fell below 2015's Ant-Man and 2018's Ant-Man the Wasp at the worldwide box office. Last year, TV series She-Hulk Attorney at Law also received some backlash for the look of the titular. I don't know, crap. I suck at pronouncing words. A green hero among the devoted MCU fans. Despite her sudden exit on Friday, Alonso is credited as a producer on the upcoming Marvel films Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and The Marvels, plus the Disney Plus show Secret Invasions, Ironheart, Echo, and Agatha, Coven of Chaos. In addition to her work with Marvel, she was also a producer on Argentina 1985, which won the Golden Globe for Best Foreign Language Film and received an Oscar nomination. Alonso has been named multiple times in Variety's Power of Women LA Impact report, and last June, Variety exclusively announced that she had written a memoir titled Possibility is Your Power about her Hollywood career after growing up in La Plata, Argentina. You don't need a cape, you don't need a hammer, you don't need a shield. Your superpower is your voice, and your voice will create change for yourself, for society, and for those who you love. Alonso also, crap. Dang it, I lost track of where I was at. Look, I suck at reading. That's why I don't do these kinds of videos anymore. If you guys notice, I don't do reading the entire thing. But Alonso said, if you use your voice, you will create a kind of energy that will bring change to us. To not use your voice is silence, and silence is poison. Well, tell that to the mute people, okay? You tell that to the mute people. You tell them that. What do you think? I'm just kidding, by the way. The book, which was acquired by Disney's Hyperion Avenue imprint, was set to be published on May 2 and made available in English and Spanish. Proceeds will benefit St. Jude. The Hollywood Reporter was the first to report the news of the shakeup. So yeah, and that is a big major hit. Why is she leaving? Right? And she was a major part of Marvel, but I feel like I've noticed some people actually. I've seen a mixture of people who are happy about this and people who are disappointed about this. So yeah. I heard her. I don't love her. Marvel and DC, Bob Disney help MCU. Titula. I don't know why, but I'm emphasizing on the tit part. Maybe maybe I am sexist, and maybe I just don't know it. I'm just kidding. Damn, she's still going to get paid. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta get your bag somehow. Right? That's why I grift off you guys. You see, the number one lesson I tell all YouTubers is always exploit your fans. Because exploiting your fans means more money, and then you can go to Dubai or something like that. Maybe buy yourself a Bugatti. I'm just kidding, by the way. But no, I mean, I don't really think about this much. I don't really care much about the behind the scenes stuff usually. But yeah, it was a major hit. It was a major hit to Marvel. But yeah, it is what it is. Daniel says Black Adam and Shazam will turn Batman into a pile of ash, and they failed the box office. Yeah, but people aren't there just for this character stronger than this character, right? They're there because the character needs to be interesting and fun. There's a reason why Iron Man was so popular, right? Sideways 52 says, so that means we're gonna get someone who's gonna take their time with the Marvel VFX. Yeah. Oh crap, what the heck? What the heck? I don't even think I want to put it up right now, what I'm just seeing on Twitter. What the shit? I don't know if I should even pull it up, but because I've not talked about this guy in a while. But I'm gonna put this up for just 5 seconds. I just saw this on Eddie's Twitter. And apparently Syl has this thumbnail. And it's a picture of Autumn, Snyder, and Zack. And he's saying, why we fight. What the heck? This is weird, man. This is weird. Okay, that's gonna be the only time I bring it up. That's gonna be the only time I bring it up. But it's a thumbnail that I just that's really shitty. I hate when Snyder fans use Autumn Snyder. I just hate it so much because you don't care. You don't care about AFSP. You don't care about that. You're just doing it because it makes you look virtuous, and that's the thing that's what I hate about the internet. There's a lot of people that act virtuous nowadays, right? And yeah, that is really shitty. That is really shitty. I can get if you have like a picture of Zach and you're like, this is why we fight. That's all right. But when you put Autumn Snyder, you're almost kind of like it's almost like you're trying to say that you're doing it only because of her when we know damn well you aren't. Especially because this is far more serious than just movie talk. This is literally someone's daughter passing away, and I think that was shitty. Um, but man, that is crazy. There was a lot of drama that happened yesterday, and Zack Snyder went on this charity stream yesterday for the Nerd Queens, and I didn't even know about it until like later last night, and then all of a sudden everyone was talking about that. But yeah, that is just weird, man. That is just weird. That's fucking shitty, man. But yeah. Oh hell, not this guy. Yeah, I didn't really want to bring it up, but I just thought it was kind of like, I don't know, man. If I had a daughter that had passed away, and somebody was like being a fan of me, doing a stream about me, I wouldn't want them to bring up my kid, right? That is actually something. I don't know how long I will do YouTube for. I'm being completely honest. I don't know if I'm going to be doing YouTube 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I hope I do. I probably won't be as consistent in 5 years, 10 years, right? Even in a year or two. I don't think I'll be as consistent, but I do hope to always have this channel and do the occasional video or stream or whatever. But I will say this though, when I have kids, I think I'm gonna try hiding them from social media, just because I don't want people to ever use pictures of my kid on the internet, because we live in a time where on the internet there's a lot of weirdos, and I feel like if I have kids, I would never post pictures of them online. I'd like referencing them because, that's usually what parents do. But I don't know, talking about putting Zack Snyder's daughter like that on a thumbnail and being like, "This is why we fight." It's like it's almost kind of like, really, really that's gross, man. That's fucking gross. That's very pathetic. In the photo, yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah, that's all. That's just it was the first thing I saw on my Twitter too. So I thank you Eddie for sharing that with me. But I want to find this clip of Zachary Levi that I saw a while ago, right? Um, there's this clip I saw, and it's from Superwise that I think he posted it on Twitter, and I gotta find it. And I thought it was interesting. Let's see if I can find it. Where is it? Oh, I forgot David F. Sandberg talked about this. Um, let's see. I don't think I can find it. God dang! I just realized I retweeted a lot. I retweeted a lot of Shazam related things. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Let's see. I want to read some of the chat real quick. Um, yeah, sorry if I confused people. That just caught me off guard. Like I didn't expect to see that. Sil last duel. All right. Yeah, I mean, look, that side of the fandom, they're all nothing but NPC bots. They are NPC bots that are part of a system where you're not allowed to question the system, right? But yeah. Isaac, you'll be the biggest YouTuber in 10 years. Yes, I will, because in like 10 years from now, I'm gonna be like 600 pounds, and I'm gonna be like the biggest. Like maybe not in numbers, at least on the subscriber count, but definitely on the weight scale, I will be the biggest. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, a lot of Sniper fans at Kryptonite Coke and playing victims yesterday. I don't really want to talk too much about yesterday, but yeah, the Isaac cult will grow and take over Coco Melon. Say strong king. Kamuzu, what's up, Kamu? He says a Latino boy strapped a razor blade around his penis. Oh my god, that's from that one video. From I think it was called College Humor. But anyways, I saw this clip right here. Let me pull it up from Zachary Levi. Let's see if I can go back. I don't know how my audio will work on OBS. I hope it's loud enough, but let's see. Here's this clip on TikTok. It says a fan asked Zachary Levi if he'd win in a fight with The Rock, and to give context, it said The Rock refused to be in Shazam 2, saying it hurt the brand of Black Adam. All right. So, anyways, let's watch the video real quick.
What the fuck? This is a movie, you dumbass. This is
Oh, yeah, I'll play it back.
What the fuck? This is a movie, you dumbass. This is make believe. It's make believe. Fuckers. It's fake. What the?
Yeah. So he kind of like responded, kind of like very like, like in a very like loud, way, kind of like emphasizing what he's trying to say. Let's play it again.
What the fuck? This is a movie, you dumbass. This is make believe. It's make believe. Fuckers. It's fake. What the?
I mean, I saw so many people being like, "This is why Zachary Levi should be recast. You can't take a joke seriously." And I saw that a lot yesterday. I mean, not yesterday. A couple of days when this was posted, and I'm like, "This is how I want my actors to be. Be very energetic. He sounds like he cares about Shazam, bruh." And it's like, I mean, he's not wrong. It's make believe at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's make believe. It's just funny, Nick Avocado be like, "Looks like we have competition." That's true. That is true. There's more context to the clip that's not being shown. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. I mean, there's no way he just went on this panel for 11 seconds. There's no way that he just went on this panel for 11 seconds to just say that. Oh, this was also in Dallas. I do know that he is from I think Austin, Texas. Zachary Levi seems like a good guy. I think he looks like a good guy. But yeah, good Texas kid. But yeah, I did tweet out, "Y'all taking this stupid ass shit." Oh wait, I didn't realize Snyder bot. Oh my god, this guy even calls himself a bot. Okay, this is how we promote his movies. This is how he promotes his movies. Laughing my ass out. Good luck, man. You so fucking need it. It's like, bro, this guy right here is taking it too personally. Right here, they're acting as if Zachary Levi told him to suck his balls. Like, no, he's just playing around, bro. He's just playing around. Breaking news: Shazam 2 hitting digital April 18th. Man, that's crazy. It's crazy that Shazam 2 is hitting. Is that actually true? I'd believe it though, because it's not like it's doing well in the box office. By the way, this is my Twitter. If anyone wants to follow me on Twitter, right there. But yeah, it is what it is. Axel says Zachary Levi peaked when he was in Tangled. I completely forgot. You know what's the first thing I remember Zachary Levi ever being in? I remember him being in the Alvin and the Chipmunks, the sequel, or my bad, the Squeakle. Yeah, that's what they actually called it. I remember him being there. He was kind of like the caretaker for the Chipmunks, right? And I remember that was the first thing I saw him in. And then after that, he was in the Thor movies. I keep forgetting he was. Zachary's the ultimate troller. Yeah, I mean, I like Zachary Levi. I don't know him personally, but he seems like a good guy. And I thought this was a funny... He's not wrong. It's make-believe. It's make-believe, man. I mean, just look at Infinity War. A guy in his robot suit fights a giant purple man who wants to collect some rocks so that he could wipe out half of humanity, right? So it's like, it's all make-believe. Shazam is majorly make-believe. He's fantasy-based, but... Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a funny clip, but I saw some people being like, "This isn't how you promote a movie," or, "Oh my god, this is why James Gunn should recast him." And I'm like, because he's being passionate about a character he likes? Okay. I don't know, but anyways, let's see what else I can find on the Twitter. How long have I streamed? Oh, 8. Let's see. He's based. When I went to watch Spaceballs, I didn't expect it to change my life. I don't wait. What's the context of this? What's the context? But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's see. What else? What else has happened? Because I did miss out on a lot. I missed out on a lot of stuff that happened because I didn't upload for like a week. It is what it is. Captain America, the First Avenger, skinny guy takes steroids and beats up skeleton Nazi. Exactly. This is all make believe. This is all fantasy, right? But let's see what other things happened. Oh yeah, okay. Here's the tweet Superwise was talking about. Hollywood Handle says Shazam: Fury of the Gods releases on digital platforms on April 18th. Read our review. But yeah, oh, I mean, hyped for it to hit digital, but early release. Yeah, I mean that's really early. But also, I'm gonna do a self promotion. I'm gonna do self promotion. So right now, I just typed in the chat. So you see, and I gotta mod this account. I gotta mod this account, but in the chat, I typed in with an account called Shavi Ball Podcast. Now, this is actually a channel of mine that I created, or I want to be very, very active. Um, but so this channel, I just want to clarify that this is my channel, and you guys have seen me here on YouTube talk about soccer. So if you're a soccer fan, there is my there is um, my how do you say? There is my other account. So if you ever want to hear me talk about soccer, I already have a couple of videos there. So please go support that account. It's called Xavi Ball Podcast. I gotta put the link in the description later. But that I just want to let everyone know that. All right, because I do want to. I noted when I won't go into details, but in the last month, there's been so much that happened on YouTube. If you know, you know. And I felt like I remember in the time I felt like I had lost my enjoyment of YouTube because I no longer had fun with movie talk like during this month period. And I decided I want to make this soccer account because I feel like there's so much to talk about with soccer. And I decided I want to make this account so that when I'm not feeling it up, when I'm not feeling happy with movie talk, I can just go and do videos on that channel. So yeah, I think that's a neat idea if I do say so myself. But yeah, Vortex best friends. How long? Okay, but yeah, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. The whole how early they're releasing this, man. It's early. Oh crap, there's a thumbnail. But yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Let me drink some water real quick though. I noticed I haven't really gone to drink some water. But no, I mean we have 30 votes. Should Zach? The question was, should Zachary Levi Shazam still be in Gunn's DC universe? 57% say yes. 43% say no. So there's that. Let's see what else. You know what's funny? So when I want to remember what to talk about or make a video about, I'm not even joking. I just send. So usually when I find things, it's usually from Twitter, and I'll send it. I'll literally DM myself to remind myself about what I want to talk about. I'm not even joking. It's funny. Let's see. What else was there? Oh crap! I mean, yeah. There's been. Oh. There is one thing. This happened like over a week ago. This happened like over a week ago. But I guess I'll bring it up now. But let's put it here. One Tick News says r/Marvel Studios spoilers has been shut down by Kevin Feige's team of snipers, who is currently attempting to identify the users who leaked the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania script onto subreddit. So that's interesting. So yeah, no more Marvel leaks. I'm just kidding. But bro's so strong he DMs himself. It's just mainly so I can remind myself, about what I need to talk about. And I feel like Twitter is like easier to remind myself. It's funny. So like if somebody ever hacks into, I genuinely think if somebody ever hacks into my Twitter, the first thing they'll probably see is just me messaging myself, and it's just a bunch of stuff. It's just a bunch of like that just talk about this, talk about that, this article, this. It's usually just me sending myself articles. But no, yeah, there's Feige going with the going with the snipers. He's going to hunt down everyone who spoils Marvel. I'm just kidding. I mean, this. I saw someone talk about this and say that this might be the end of Marvel, like spoilers and leaks and all that. That's impossible. We live in a time where everyone owns a phone, or a computer, and it's easy to screenshot things, find things out, especially when there's people out there in the internet trying to get the newest scoop or whatever. You know, and so it's like quite literally impossible that we won't ever get any. But I think it's understandable. I can understand Marvel trying to. I Here's what I think is happening. I think Marvel is just trying to find out what is the source, like who's the employee that leaked it, right? I think that's what they're trying to find out. Hey. Oh, Snyder's trending. Ooh, what did Snyder do? That is so trending. Kamuzu says John Tron. Do you think Freddy has W Riz in Shazam too? Hey, got himself a beautiful Latina, you know. So there's a big W to him on that. But yeah, I mean, what's his name? Jack Dylan Grazer. Yeah, Jack Dylan Grazer. I loved his portrayal of Freddy. You could tell, and I said this on my review. You could tell in the movie. So in the movie, and you see this in the trailers. So this isn't a spoiler. In the trailers, you see that you know some of the heroes lose their powers, um, and you could tell that with Jack Dylan Grazer, because I think he was the best performer in this movie. I think acting wise, I think he was the most talented actor in this film, more than Zachary Levi, more than anyone. And uh, uh, Fred, you could tell that they wanted him so much in the movie that literally his superhero counterpart is hardly in the film, but he himself is in this movie a lot, a lot. While with the others, Zachary Levi, Asher Angel was barely in this movie. Zachary Levi took over this film. Same thing with a lot of the other heroes. Although you did see their kids. Although with Mary, Mary, she's the girl with the red. She was literally from when she was her superhero form and when she was her normal form, she looked the same, right? um, with Zack Snyder. Huh, why are people talking about Snyder today? Jack stole the show easily. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Zack Snyder's Watchmen was released for. Oh, this was in March 6th. I love Watchmen. I think Watchmen was great. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about here. What happened? Fuck Mercury. Mercury is weird. Apparently there's this clip. I want to see this clip. So, all right, what is this clip? This is how you know Snyder fans are always the topic of conversation for the whole Gunn friend group. We're a vocal minority until the movie flops. Then we're toxic. Well, the vocal minority part only applies to the toxic fans. The Snyder fandom is a large group, right? Anyways, let's see what this clip is. Happy, sad, confused. I haven't seen this one, so let's see what it is. Oh crap! It's not loud. All right. Anyways, we're gonna try and see how to play it.
Instead of there being a conversation, like they take so many of my words or things completely out of context. And then they go stir up their other people that they know online, and they all just want to attack and attack and attack and attack. The whole contingent.
So yeah, I mean, he's just talking about because I remember there was a clip of him back in a couple years ago. This was before the Snyder Cut released, and it was a clip of him just in the panel being like, "The Snyder Cut doesn't exist." And it's like, I mean, why are you listening to Zach? I mean, that sounds vague because that couldn't apply to Zack Snyder. But yeah, um, I don't know. They got mad at him because he said it didn't exist. It's like, no shit. We didn't know if he knew because he just doesn't. He wasn't even in the Zack Snyder cast, you know. So it's like, I don't know. I think people are too sensitive to Zach Levi. I don't know, but anyways. Um, Kamuzu says Mary turned 18 already, so that's why she doesn't turn into her old Shazam form anymore. I like that. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. Rip now, Kamu can't riz Mary. Uh, hey, in a few years he could try. But yeah, I mean, it's weird. Why is Snyder talked about? But yeah. Yeah, I don't want to look at Twitter now because now it's just everyone talking about what happened yesterday. So yeah, is there any other topics I missed? I don't remember. Did I miss any topics? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Let's see. Um, it is what it is. Why is an a hole? Oh, why is an a hole? I don't know. But yeah. Okay. 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 Sasha Guy is my current girlfriend. Ooh, Sasha Guy is like in her 20s, I think. So you gotta call Chris Hansen on her. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, let's see. Hmm. I don't know. Is there anything? Is there anything else to talk about? We could look at the Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, okay. Oh, we could talk about Rachel Ziegler's tweet. Let's see. George says listening while playing Last of Us. Wow, I didn't know George was such a woke SJW. You probably like women unironically. Beta cuck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, that's cool, man. I actually want to replay Last of Us. I'm in the mood for Last of Us. But it is what it is. But yeah. So let's see. So this is Rachel Ziegler. She played Anthena. Anthena. I don't remember if her name was Anthena or Anthea in the movie. But she is one of the daughters of Atlas. Um, my mic is in a weird position. And she put out this tweet March 18th, so that was 2 days ago. Hey, our film is actually really good, but mostly I just absolutely loved making it and people I met while doing it. So go see it, give it a chance. We have an 85% audience score for a reason. Some people out there and just being senselessly mean, it's unnecessary. And I know, if you can't handle the heat and all that nonsense, and you're right, but our film is actually very good. It's just cool to hate on fun nowadays. That's okay. We're good. No, so here, I'll say this right now, though. I actually have more of a personal reason why I hated the movie. The reason why I hated her is because she is Hispanic, and I hate Hispanic people. I'm just kidding. Is she actually? I don't know. Not that is she. I wonder where she's from. Let's see. Rachel Ziegler. Let's see. She's from Hackensack, New Jersey. Say. She was in West Side Story. Let's see. I can't find it. Let me go back to online. She is Colombian. All right, cool. That's Colombian. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. What controversial stuff? So that's vague. He did say Morbius was 10/10. Oh, Mercury. I remember he made some 9/11 jokes. I remember on 9/11. I think this was a year ago. On 9/11, he posted a picture of the Black Zero event from Man of Steel in the perspective of Batman vs Superman. He posted that, and he said 9/11 never forget or something like that, and that was like weird. I don't remember what else he's done, but I know he's like very annoying. Like he's very like he seems like a very angry person, right? But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I will say this though, part of the marketing, and let me bring this up real quick. In the marketing for this film, they kept marketing that Helen Mirren is the villain of this film. She is not the main villain. It is Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu, I think her character is called Calypso. I think Calypso. She is the main villain of this film, but yet the trailers make it seem like it's Helen Mirren. So that's crazy to me. It was back in 2021 during the 20th anniversary of 9/11. Yeah, I remember that tweet. I don't remember what else he's done. I remember last year Jarbo yelled at Mercury. Well, the issue is I also think people like Mercury give false hope, right? I think that. Um, but yeah, I forgot what else. I don't remember if it was either him or Gerald, but I remember one time they were complaining about gay people. I remember it was either him or Gerald complaining about gay people. Like they were like saying, "Oh, I hate that gay people are being taught in our schools or in our movies or something like that." And I forgot what it was, but it was either Gerald or Mercury. But I can't remember exactly who it was. It's like my memory of that is very like in a weird position. Reacher Ziegler defines self. Of course, you fucking Mexicans like each other. Such a shame they're taking over our jobs. Such a shame they're coming to our country, taking over our women and our jobs. I'm just kidding. You know what? I'm not even joking. I've unironically had someone tell me that. I'm not even joking. I've actually had somebody unironically tell me that that Mexicans are taking white people's jobs. I'm like, no, we're just taking the jobs you dumbasses don't want. You know. Gerald's, I know, complains about gay people. Yeah, it was probably Gerald's. It was probably Gerald's. I don't know if Mercury has. Delete your account, please, and don't come back. XOXO. Thank you. Wait, who are we talking about? I'm confused. Are you talking about me? I don't know. Was there like some? I don't know, because I know on stream I know on through the phone it doesn't really show you who is whatever. Let's see. Let me see. I remember Rachel Zagreb was gonna play Supergirl in the Flash. Was that a rumor? I don't remember. Mercury seems like a fake ass to me. If you're genuinely that upset of talented guy making a movie about an IP like you, were you really a fan? I don't know. Remember that racist guy who said Mexicans ruin American? Yeah, that kind of just a video. There's a video, and I forgot what exactly was the context, but the guy was like, uh, Mexicans are taking over our jobs, and all that. There's a lot more people than you think that believe that. Oh, you look, Chillmonger's here. What the heck? The future of X-Men just got brighter. But yeah. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? But yeah, this stream was fun. I'm surprised how fun I had. Oh, everyone's just talking about Victoria Alonso. Victoria Alonso, VFX president, leaves Marvel Studios. They're always gonna pull this fucking picture of Axel. I'm just kidding. I wonder what our Australian Axel, thinks about the one Axel representation in the Marvel universe is this floating head. Because I'll tell you this: if this guy's name was Isaac and he was the only guy in the MCU called Isaac, I'd fucking just be like disappointed. I'd just quit on Marvel. I just just seeing this. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Anyways, I don't know. She had an epic run for what she had. I think there was a couple of things. There was these looks right here. There's a couple of disappointments, especially more recently. But yeah. I think genuinely there's a large part of it. I think a large part of it was probably Quantumania. I think there's a lot of criticism of that film that maybe caused her to maybe have to step down or leave. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me show you. Okay, so on the side, it gives me accounts on who to follow. So you see Shazam updates, Paul Glenor. I see right here, it says, oh crap, move that. Messi Einstein to follow. But I didn't read it as that. I read it as Messi Epstein. And I was like, why the fuck would someone call it Epstein? And then I read it and I was like, oh no, it just says Einstein. Is that kid in the purple shirt Paul Dano? Yeah. Oh, I don't know who this guy is. Man, I'm getting recommended accounts with low followers. Well, except Shazam. Shazam, good. But yeah. Also, this is what my OVS looks like. So yeah. Oh crap. What the heck? Okay, that was weird. All right. Let's see. Oh, people of color. You know what's funny? When I used to read the word "pock," I used to not know what it meant, and I would always read it as "pock." But then I learned later it just meant person of color. And this is a comment saying, this is a huge shock and a big loss for Marvel. Alonso helped launch the MCU and was a vocal proponent of representation. One of the very few Latin. White people, could you guys please stop saying this word? Please stop saying Latinx, Latinx, right? Just say Latino, Latina. Latino is gender neutral, right? You ask any Latino and they'll tell you that it literally, the term Latino is literally gender neutral. It can apply to men, women, or whoever, right? And LGBTQ plus women executives in Hollywood. As long as I am at Marvel Studios, I will fight for representation, Alonso once said. Yeah, I think that's cool. Just please never say Latinx. I'm so done with it, okay? Stop saying Latinx, okay? Okay? Make up another word. And also learn the context of... You know that the thing about Spanish is a very gender... Like if you're someone who speaks English and you're learning the language, something you'll figure out is that there's very gender specific words in Spanish, but they usually don't mean that they're from that gender. So like when you say la biblioteca La usually applies to women. It doesn't mean that the library is literally a woman. No, it just means it just means it's just a way to say it. And then the same thing applies with Latino. Latino is just literally a gender neutral term. Latina is for girls specifically. Latino can also mainly be used for guys, but it's always been a gender neutral term. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, no, it is. It's crazy. It's crazy that all this is happening. Oh, Zachary Levi's trending. All right, let's see. Is your OBS a gateway into the multiverse? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, let's see. One time I can agree with Mercury is him calling out an anti-SJW. I remember that was one time. So I guess it wasn't him. I guess it is one of them. Vortex says, "You're telling me the library doesn't have a pussy?" Well. If you move a couple of the books from the shelves, you could make yourself a pussy. But it's just not recommended. You know, that's what my lawyer told me. It's not recommended. But hey, anything's possible. I'm just kidding. Anyways, Isaac hates Hispanics. Of course. Why would I even like them bean eating wetbacks? I'm just kidding. Oh my god. I remember one time I was in Mexico and I was explaining to one of my cousins the term beaner. And the thing is, in English it's an offense, but in Spanish it sounds more like a funny word. So in Spanish you say frijolero, which just means you eat beans. And I remember I was explaining and they were just kind of laughing. They were like, "Oh." So it's just what they assumed the term meant was that the term meant that you just like eating beans, and it doesn't really apply to Mexicans. It was the funniest thing explaining that word. All right, so Home of DC Universe says, breaking. David F. Sandberg said he is definitely done with superheroes for now. He plans to return horror and try some new things. That being said, it looks like we won't get a continuation of Zachary Levi's Shazam in the DC Universe, at least for the first chapter or two. And yeah, there was a tweet. Let me see if I can find the tweet on Twitter. Let's see if I can find it. I remember saw it, and I think we passed it earlier. Let's see. Where is it? I don't think I can find it anymore. I think I lost it. Oh wait, it would be in my retweets. I forgot. Let's see if I can find it. Snyder fans are mad and jealous that Superman and Lois show still being relevant. I haven't really seen much anger towards Superman and Lois. I've been seeing a lot more positivity. Although I know a lot of people didn't really like it. I mean, not a lot, but a couple of people didn't like it because of what was it? Oh, it's because it's not like Cavill's. But anyways, okay, I found it here. Vortex says homophobia is kind of dumb. Jesus, why does it matter so much what other people do in their bedrooms? Your wife dominates, so I have no place to speak. Plus, lesbians are. I'll say this though. I remember one time somebody asked me what are my views on lesbian relationships, and I said 4K, and I got canceled for it. I'm just kidding. But no, I agree with you right there. I think it's crazy how much people hate gay people. It's like, bro, just focus on your life, bro. Why you gotta care what somebody else does? He's not harming you. He's not harming anyone else, right? It's like, okay, who cares? I think that's one of the issues I have with bigoted people. It's just you hate somebody because why not? And I think it's stupid. But anyways, let's see. Cancel John Tron, of course. When can we talk spoilers on Shazam? Not yet. I feel like in a couple weeks maybe we can. Maybe by next week we could do spoilers. But today I want to play it safe. I don't know if anyone's trying to avoid any spoilers. I know that's usually how my rule's always been. It's usually been 2 weeks, and then spoilers are on limits completely. That's usually been my belief when it comes to movies. With television shows, it's different. It's more like just one day. But with movies, it's always been 2 weeks. That way you give people enough time. Because not everyone can watch it the first weekend. But usually by the second weekend, that's usually when everyone that cares about the movie watches it. Anyways, let me drink some water. I'm surprised how many people we had on chat. I think at one point we had nearly 20 people. That was a surprise. I don't get many people. My average is 10 people, which I really like that. And I always appreciate it. I love all of you guys. All of you guys, massive W's in the chat for you guys. But I was surprised how many people showed up because it was my first stream in a while. But anyways, David F. Samer. I just realized his account name is Pony Smasher. Okay, so does he mean like he fucks ponies? Like, if so, keep him the fuck away from My Little Pony. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Maybe he is a brony and we don't know it. I'm just kidding. Pony Smasher. On Rotten Tomatoes, I just got my lowest critic score and my highest audience score on the same film. I wasn't expecting a repeat of the first movie critically, but I was a little surprised because I think it's a good film. Oh well. Newsflash: director likes their own movie. But yeah, and then we'll read the rest of the thread. As I've been saying for a while, now I'm very eager to go back to horror as well as trying some new things. After 6 years of Shazam, I'm definitely done with superheroes for now. Just to be clear, I don't regret even for a second making the Shazam movies. I've learned so much and gotten to work with some truly amazing people. Will forever be grateful that I got to direct 2 of these. They've been very challenging but valuable experiences. One thing I've really been looking forward to is disconnecting from the superhero discourse online. A lot of that stresses me out so much that it will be nice to not having to think about that anymore. So yeah, there's that. Let me pull up the Rotten Tomatoes. Let's get out of Twitter. Rotten Tomatoes, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. So let's see. I don't remember what the score is, but I think it was in its 50s. Right? Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. We're here on Twitter. Not Twitter, we're on Rotten Tomatoes. I also didn't realize that I accidentally put the picture of the Shazam poster, so there's that. Yeah, so we're good right here. Let's see. 52% with 185 reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Audience scores 1,000 verified ratings with an 87%. So yeah, you are seeing there's a very noticeable difference amongst critics and fans. But yeah, it is what it is. Yo, what's up, Hunter Iggy? How you doing? So, Gamazu says, why did only few Rotten Tomatoes critics like Shazam 2? Not really. I know nobody likes to say this, but 52% still means most of the critics liked it. It's not by a good margin. This isn't a good number. Also, my phone's at 69%. Nice. But it definitely isn't like an exciting number, but it's not like few. You know, that's still a pretty big number. But yeah, 52%. Oh, Dungeons and Dragons has an 88%. God dang, bro. Broskis, what the heck? Broskis. 88% with 49 reviews. That is a high number. The Dungeons and Dragons trailers have looked amazing. And I've never even played Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, 88%. That is crazy. I didn't expect. I mean, it's only 49 reviews, but that's still a big number, especially a movie like this. I'm probably not going to watch it, even though I'm excited for it. Right? Even though I'm excited for it. John Wick 4 is coming out, and I don't have much money. So I feel like this is going to be a movie I have to wait for once it comes out on streaming. But I don't know. I'll have to wait and see and find out. If I'm hearing like amazing reviews, I might consider watching it. But anyways, Vortex says the only thing I disagree with is dunking on religions. If you want people to support you, maybe don't go around making fun of religion. But yeah, but who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? I don't believe in dunking on anyone. I'm fine with jokes. I think we should be able to joke about anything. And I'm being completely honest. It's why I say racially motivated, because I find the thought of racism a joke in and of itself, and I just like making fun of that. You know, it's why I call people racist even when they're not being racist, because I just think it's dumb. What I don't believe is mocking. I think there's a difference between joking and mocking. When you mock somebody based on whether they're gay or whether they're Christian, I don't believe that, right? But at the same time, who are you talking about? Because if you want to say people in the LGBT make fun of religion people, that's true. But at the same time, religious people have made fun of gay people for centuries, you know? And you can't also, I'm tired of this. People need to stop saying everyone in the LGBTQ community is this certain specific thing all because you see his Twitter. And I'm being completely honest about that. Because if you want to have an honest a conversation about that, usually what it's been is gay people, trans people, they're usually being dunked on by religious people for centuries. And I feel like you can make a joke. What I don't believe in is mocking someone based on their religion, whether they're Muslim, Christian, Jewish, whatever. I don't believe you should mock someone's religion. I do think you should be able to joke about it, but at the same time, you also can't group an entire group of people because you saw this reflection on Twitter, you know. But that's how it is, you know. That's how it is. I don't believe in mocking someone based on who they are, you know, whether you're Mexican, French, or white, whatever. I don't know why I say white like that. Okay, American. It doesn't matter. I don't believe in mocking anyone for being something like that. Um, you know what I mean? Unless you ride a motorcycle. If you ride a motorcycle, I unironically make fun of you. I'm just kidding, by the way. I will say this though. I've never gotten the appeal of motorcycles because like I'm not, and I'm being dead ass serious when I say this. I feel like if you're riding a motorcycle, you're kind of asking to die because you're going with nothing around you besides like a little helmet. You're going with nothing around you with vehicles that are going 60 miles per hour, right? And you're kind of begging them not to because you see a lot of car crashes, right? And I've always been like, bro, why would you even be in a motorcycle with all those car crashes, you know? Anyways, when did I say it was everyone? I've only no. I'm saying this overall because I'll have people constantly be like, oh, you know, I hate cancel culture, and it's usually the alphabet mafia that bullies me, and it's like, no, sure, there's a couple of people in the LGBT that will shit on you, but like that you don't that doesn't represent an entire group of people. And I was saying this because I just want to make sure that everyone that's listening knows what I'm referring to. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, you should avoid that. There are bad apples I've not seen, and the same applies with Christians. Look, I'm not Christian myself. I'm not. I used to be. I went my entire life, and if you've noticed, I never make fun of Christians, even though I'm not Christian, and I have somewhat of a hatred with the religion. I'll never. I'll make jokes, but that's my extent. But what you'll never see me do is mock somebody because they're Christian. You know, there will be things I'll mock, but religion's not one of them. You know what I mean? Unless you're using a religion to shit on others. You know what I mean? But anyways, based. You have to be balanced on the road, to be honest. And there's big ass cars next to you, and you have to go through tight areas. That is true. And also, can I say this? I see motorcyclists going in between cars, in between lanes, and I'm like, bro, if you get ran over, that's on you. That's like your fault right there. Like, you are just asking to die at that point. I will never own a motorcycle, and I'm being completely honest because cars are so much better, right? Cars are so much better. That's that's how that's how I see life. Also, we have 14 likes. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. If y'all can continue, keep smashing that like button. Also, John Wick chapter. Ooh, Rotten Tomatoes. I didn't even realize that Rotten Tomatoes. Can I say this also? I think you know how like with movies there'll be like different times where they release the scores. I think that legally by movies there should be an entire week before you get all the reviews. I feel like reviews should be able to be public to the general audiences at least a week prior. I'm tired of this whole because I remember even with Morbius and Venom, Let There Be Carnage, both of them when those movies came out, the review embargo lifted the exact day it released on Thursday, and I think that's BS. I think people should be able to know if people really like the movie or not at least a week prior. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just fair, and I feel like it should be made like legally, you know, by the movie theaters or whatever. But yeah, it's 8:35. I think I'm gonna go like at least another 20-ish minutes, somewhere around there. But yeah, I mean, how long have I streamed? An hour and 29 minutes. I'm surprised how long we've streamed today. So yeah, there's that. What else has happened in the movie talk world? Um, I'm seeing a lot of people talk about the thumbnail, like Aaron, RJ, um, yeah, Eddie. Okay. Let's see. I kind of feel like bringing up this one specific topic I don't know. Let's see. Good night, girl. I see you tomorrow. All right. Good night, Vortex. I'll see you later. Um. Oh my god. I just saw this tweet right here. Um. You wake up as head of DC Studios. What do you do, Jennifer Holland? All right. That was a good response. That was a good response. But I think I'm gonna end the stream off right here because I think my voice is kind of dying out. I feel like it was a fun stream. I feel like we shouldn't stretch the stream on any longer. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this. Let me go back to my main point of view. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this. I hope y'all enjoy this stream, and I also want you guys to let me know, what do you think about this format. Do you prefer this over StreamYard? Unfortunately, there will be no more StreamYard on my part. Um, but yeah, Antonio says Eddie was like BVS made me feel something. Eddie Diaz so funny. I love Eddie. Eddie's funny. Um, but yeah, I am kind of tired right now. Oh crap! I just realized I'm on this version right here where you can still see the screen, but it's like I'm the main focus. But I am gonna stream on Friday. I'm gonna try streaming every Friday around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, and which is around this time, right? So make sure you're tuned for that. If you want to be in the know, you can turn on notification bells for my streams. I'm going to try doing more of these streams more often. I feel like today's stream was fun. I do have a channel, Shavi Ball Podcast, which I'll type again here. It's down there. It's also the only account called that. So if you're into soccer, if you're into football, I do have that channel right there. But yeah, when are you gonna stream next? I kind of just said it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all in the next one.